So you want to win thousands of dollars playing fantasy basketball without having to spend an entire season managing a roster. In this episode, we are conducting a real life best ball draft on Underdog Fantasy. I had to make this episode because from now until October 4th, they are now doing a $500 deposit match. So you could deposit $100, you get $200. You deposit $200, you get $400. You deposit $500, you get $1,000 to play with. Guys, use the promo code GAMEPICK if you want to take advantage of this promotion. So we are here on Underdog Fantasy. We are joining the Double Dribble NBA 2023 season contest. It's $10 to enter. We're going to do the 30 seconds per pick. You could also do 8 hours if you wanted to do a slower draft, like you didn't want to stay there. You wanted to do it over the course of a couple of days. And just to check out some of the prizes here, for first place, $10,000, second place, $5,000, third place, $4,500. So we're going to go ahead and enter. You will be entered into this draft for $10. All good. Okay, so we are in the draft room, and I am the only person here. What does that mean? With fantasy football, guys, these joints fill up wow fast. Fantasy football, they fill up like boop, 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 boop. Fantasy basketball, it's a slower grind. We're still trying to build popularity around the game that we love, which is fantasy basketball. And this particular format, we really got to push hard. So we are waiting for one more person, and then we are about to start this best ball draft on Underdog Fantasy. Listen, if you're in a points league and you have the ability to play Underdog Fantasy, Daily Fantasy Best Ball, it is such great draft training, right? It's good because the people who are drafting with you, unlike the mock draft rooms on Yahoo or the mock draft rooms on ESPN, these people are playing with cold, hard cash. So they're taking it serious. And the data is real, guys. For a points league, I think it's super, super valuable for fantasy basketball managers to get into best ball drafts so they can just kind of like build up that muscle memory, right? You're going to know where people are going. And honestly, some of the folks in your leagues are not doing that type of research. So you already are, separating yourself from the pack in terms of the knowledge, the general knowledge that you're acquiring draft to draft. It's worth noting while we wait here that the positions are very different in best ball. I did drop another video about that. You could check it out when we drop the end screen. I'll share that best ball video with you. So it's broken down like this. There's no like shooting guards, point guards, small forwards, power forwards, centers. It's really guards, which are shooting guards or point guards, or people who are typically, have the eligibility for those two positions. Wings, which are small forwards, bigs, who are typically power forwards and centers. Sometimes power forwards could fall into this wing category. For example, a Giannis Antetokounmpo, as you can see here, he's a W1 or the first W on the board. So that's something that you want to be mindful of. It's very different in terms of the way they categorize the positions here on Underdog Best Ball. But I want to make sure that we get in on this so you guys could see the draft board. You can see where people are going. So this can be helpful for people who actually play best ball and also be helpful for people who are playing in points leagues in fantasy basketball. Oh my God. We got everybody in the room, guys. We are starting. What pick are we at? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this money. We're going to get this 10K. Let me do a quick disclaimer before we start. Disclaimer. I have never won the big prize in best ball. A couple years ago, I got like a few bucks, like, I don't know, like $10. So I am not the $1 million guy. There are people on the internet who have won big prizes in best ball, and they share their information. I study them to try to see if one year I can get the big prize. But I'm going to just let you know, Like, I'm with you. Like, if you've never won, we're going to do this together. We're going to travel this journey together. Let the draft begin. So we are drafting from the 8th position, which I really like. I am not mad at that. We're going to go to this board right here. Oh, on the clock, we got Patrick Sully. I feel like I've drafted against Patrick Sully before. I feel like I know him. Sip of that coffee. So 30-second picks. This draft should go pretty fast. Off the board, Nikola Jokic. Listen, folks, I tell people all the time, don't get cute, take the Joker. Giannis is up with the 2nd pick. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the list here to kind of see where we are. Then we had Luka off the board at the 1-3. So it looks like we have Embiid off the board at the 1-4. It looks like Halliburton might fall to me. Curry might fall to me. Durant might fall to me. Anthony Davis, Trae Young, LaMelo Ball. Those are the players that I'm kind of looking at right now. That's kind of where it stops with my first round. I'll be interested in any of those guys. Tatum, SGA. I don't know about Anthony Edwards. I want Anthony Edwards, but I don't know if I want to grab him with my first round pick. Like, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. So Embiid is off the board. Tatum is off the board at the 5th pick in the first round. SGA is off the board with the 6th pick. And now still on the board, we have Anthony Edwards, Sabonis, Tyrese Halliburton, Curry, and Durant. So I would be targeting Halliburton or Durant here. I'm not really, I like Curry too, but I'm not going to do it. Anthony Davis, don't get me started on Anthony Davis. I want no parts of Anthony Davis. I think he's a great per game player. Keywords being per game. The man don't play. So it looks like KD is still on the board. I'm going to just grab my guy. You know, he's falling to me all of the time. So I'm going to draft KD. So we had Halliburton at the 1-7, KD at the 1-8. Baby Stevie is up right now. I'm not going to start filling my queue up until we get to maybe the 3rd or 4th round. Anthony Edwards off the board. Listen, I'm actually working on, or I actually wrote an article earlier on in the season about Anthony Edwards. I wrote an article with Adam King from Fantasy Basketball International about him being the guy that I think is going to take a big leap. So I am all in on Anthony Edwards. I'm just not all in on him in the first round, guys. I'll take him at the top of the 2nd, but not the 1st. So Edwards at the 1-9, Sabonis at the 1-10. I don't think I've seen Sabonis go in the 1st round in an ESPN or Yahoo draft for points league. So this is really good to see that people are Sabonis is super valuable. I would never underestimate the level of contributions that he would make to a fantasy squad. But again, when it just comes to the 1st round, I am not comfortable with him there yet. He needs to give me a couple more years before I can trust him with a 1st round pick. Anthony Davis goes at the 1-11, Steph Curry at the 1-12. Knowles is up. He has Trae Young on the board, Siakam on the board, Melo, Lillard, Mikal Bridges, Booker. So one thing you want to be really mindful of, and this is something that I've learned from some of the best ball specialists out there, and I'm going to try to see if I can invite one of them onto the show before the season starts, is that guards and wings win the money. I'll repeat that. Guards and wings win the money. Many of them would recommend that you grab your bigs later in the draft. For me, I try, if a big of value falls to me, I'll take them in the middle of the draft. I typically don't draft my bigs early unless it's Embiid or Jokic or even Karl Anthony Towns. So that's kind of been my strategy. Maybe I'll tweak it because I ain't win yet, but all right. We had Ball at the 2-1, top of the 2nd. Trae Young at the 2-2. Damian Lillard goes at the 2-3, just recently traded to the Bucks, which is wild. And then I'm going to be looking at either Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Carl Anthony Towns, I might be able to get him on a turn, so I might hold on that. So I'm going to be looking at Mikal Bridges here, Siakam off the board, Donovan Mitchell, Julius Randle. I like Mikal Bridges here. Yeah, I'm okay with also Jaren Jackson Jr., but that's a bit of a reach. I like Kyrie actually. Ooh, man, that's good. But I'm going to grab me Mikal. Where the heck is he? Can I take him yet? There he is. Did I get him? Let's make sure. Oh, shoot. Did they auto draft me? Here we go. I'm the auto draft king. Well, good thing I wanted Mikal Bridges. I just auto drafted him, y'all. So we had Domantas Sabonis, Anthony Davis. Oh, shoot. I done messed it up, y'all. Holy shish kebabs. Let me see what's happening here. Holy shish kebabs. All right. So let's get back to the recap. So we had Domantas Sabonis at the 10th pick in the first round, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry. LaMelo goes top of the second. Trey, Dame, Pascal, Mikal, Donovan Mitchell at the 2-6, De'Aaron Fox at the 2-7, Devin Booker at the 2-8, Victor Wembanyama at the 2-9. Yo, I am out on Victor Wembanyama, but prove me wrong. Well, here's a big here in best ball, which is super valuable, I guess. Lloyd Marketing goes at the 2-10. Then we are up here with LeBron James at the 2-11. I'm going to switch my view here. Start queuing up some players. So I definitely would want, I'll take Jaren Jackson here too. I would grab my big if it's one of those guys. Definitely. Not so high on Bam this year. Definitely not high on Zion this year. After LeBron James, we had Jaylen Brown, Paolo Banchero. I think that's a little early for Paolo. I'm not up on him like that. Cade Cunningham, I would reach for Cade. I'm gonna fall back on Cade though. I'm gonna fall back on Cade, and I like Evan Mobley. Ooh, man, I love Evan Mobley here. I would actually move Evan Mobley right around here. I might even, so if I can get two of these players in my next two rounds, I would realistically feel like I have a chance to win the whole thing. That's it. If I can get two of these 5 players in the next 2 rounds, because I have no faith in Paolo Banchero. My man Patrick Sully drafted him. Drafted Jimmy Butler, my man 020011. Kid Fever drafts Zach LaVine. Bradford grabs Cunningham. That's a great move. So that makes me believe if he grabbed Cunningham, that I might need to just go ahead and swing for the fences here. Yeah, so I need to get, I just replaced Cade Cunningham with Chet Holmgren. So if I can get 2 out of these 5, I feel very good. I think I'm going to grab Cat. If people keep sleeping on Cat, I'm going to take him. If I can get Karl Anthony Towns in the 3rd round, I am all for that. And then I feel good at big. I feel good with my big. And then I'll come back on a turn and see if I can grab either Mobley or Holmgren. And then I think I'm only targeting wings at that point. Wings and shoot, somebody got Irving. Okay, so I'll take Cat here. So we have Randall off the board. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, so after Cade Cunningham at the 3-4, we had Randall, Brunson, Irving. I grabbed Towns. And then Scotty Barnes is off the board at the 3-9. I'm going to queue up a few more players. I think if I can get one more big, then I'm done with bigs. And then after that, I'm targeting my wings and my guards. James Harden, I think, will continue to fall. But I just want to be safe because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Kawhi Leonard, I have no interest there. Desmond Bane, I do have a lot of interest. Darius Garland, I do. Josh Giddey, I do. Alperen Sengun, I do have interest, but I'm going to hold there just because I don't know if I'm going to get another big. If I can get 2 top-tier bigs like Karl Anthony Towns paired with an Evan Mobley, oh, baby. It's going to be like Wu-Tang the 36 Chambers first tour. It's going to be off the chain, y'all. Like literally wild for the night. Like we are not playing no games. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really confident here. I feel very, very confident. No, I do not have any guards yet on my roster, but there's going to be some people later in the draft like Derek White, Josh Giddey, Fred Van Vliet. There's a bunch of guys down here that I believe can provide the value that I'm looking for. And I'm starting to cue these bad boys up. Ooh, Walker Kessler, man, oh baby. Definitely looking at him. DeAndre Ayton's value goes up a little bit. I'm just going to cue him because if I don't get Chet or Mobley, I will likely go ahead and grab him. And then I'll hold on bigs until my last pick, maybe. I think Miles Bridges is a great sleeper. I don't think people might be underestimating him. You know, he had a huge screw up in his life, but I think that for fantasy, that he could definitely provide some value. I think LeBron is going to be out a lot this year, so I think Austin Reeves is going to provide some value. Definitely interested in grabbing a couple of the Thompson twins. If I could grab one, I'd great, but I'd grab both if I could towards the back end of that round. And there's my man, Derek White. I'm actually going to move him up over the twins here because I think Derek White is tons of value. Okay, so I'm up. After I pick, then I will do my recap. Mobley's off the board, so it looks like I'm going to be just going for my man Chet here. Looks like I'm going to go for Chet. Oh, man, people are dissing Harden. People are dissing Harden. Man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. I got to get Chet, man. I just got to have it. I'm so high on him. So, like, I'm set for bigs right now. I'm not looking at bigs. Right now, I'm going to say this. If James Harden comes back around to me again, then I just got to take him. Then it's like I gotta take him. It's actually against my religion to take Kawhi Leonard, so I won't be taking him. Will not be taking Kawhi Leonard. Okay, so let's get to this recap. So after Cade Cunningham, we had Julius Randle, Brunson, Irving. I grabbed Karl Anthony Towns. Then we had Scotty Barnes, Jaren Jackson Jr., Zion Williamson, Bam Adebayo. Then at the top of the fourth, Paul George, Jamal Murray, DeJounte Murray at the 4-3, Evan Mobley. I got sniped. At the 4-4. Then I grabbed Chet Holmgren, which I'm totally fine with. I did reach a little bit for him. I think he's going to have a great year. 4-6, DeMar DeRozan. I think back to Chet real quick. I think Chet has a kind of value. I think Chet has the kind of value that Victor Wembanyama might have. But because Victor's the name, people are looking for him in the second round, where I believe Chet Holmgren, just because he's been working out with NBA guys, for a minute now, even though he was injured for a while, he was working out before his rookie season, before the injury. He's going to provide the same type of value or more value than Victor Wembanyama. Mark my words. So that's why I'm going with my man, Chet Holmgren. After Chet, we had DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram. James Harden goes at the 4-8. Great pick. Because if he kept falling, I would have just grabbed him. 4-9, Jordan Poole, Giddey at the 4-10. Desmond Bane, Kuzma, Wagner, Austin Reeves. This is like my entire queue, guys. Like literally my entire queue is gone. What do I got left? Darius Garland. I'm going to grab me some Van Vliet or Garland. Whoever's there. I'm up in 4 picks. And if either of those brothers are available, I'm grabbing them. Ja Morant, I just can't. I know that when he plays, he will provide tons and tons of value, stats. I'm not doing it. Darius Garland or Van Vliet. I kind of would take Van Vliet here over him. Yeah, I think I'll take Van Vliet. Like Van Vliet is the guy. He is the guy. And I like Walker Kessler, but because I'm so good on centers right now, I think I'm going to just lock in on my guards right now. So I'm going to not take Walker Kessler unless he deeply falls. I'm going to go back here and look at some guards. Bradley Beal, if he has a healthy season, could be good. So I'm going to move him up a little bit here, up my in my queue. Claxton, I'd be interested in. Scoot, I would even consider. I would get him a little later. What? Woof. Woof. Refresh. What the heck? My screen is going in the middle of a money draft. Give me my money back, man. What the heck? What in the heck? Yo, hold up. They better. Okay. So we okay. We good. Middleton, I'm fading Middleton just because with the arrival of Dame Lillard, I believe he's going to definitely lose some value. So I'm out on him. Let me see if I can just pull up a guard queue here. Drew Holiday, too many question marks. Jalen Green works for me for a points league. Terry Rozier works for me for a points league. I'm out on Klay Thompson. Heck to the no. Buddy Hield. Heck to the no. Ben Simmons. Oh, baby. Now that is when now we talking value. If you want to get you some value, get you some Ben Simmons in the late rounds. Jordan Clarkson, I have some interest in. Markelle Fultz, I have some interest in. And then it kind of gets a little dead for me in terms of the guards that I would draft. Maybe Anthony Black at the end. I could probably get the Thompson twins. Yeah, so that's kind of where I am with guards. So I'm going to see if I could grab, I'm going to go maybe 3 guards in a row right now. You know, with the way my current roster is constructed, I want to get me some guards. So I'm looking at Scoot here. Also looking at Jalen Green here. Scoot or Jalen Green. I think Scoot is going to get the keys to the car, but I already got Chet, who's a young guy. And also with Jalen Green, I already got your man. I already got Fred VanVleet. Oh, shoot. They making me refresh. I'm about to lose my pick. Yo, this is wild, yo. This is wild. I know they just made me pick Miles Bridges. Lord, give me the strength. Yo, come on, Underdog. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. Now I'm winged out. I look like I'm at daggone Buffalo Wild Wings. I got wings galore. Jeez Louise. That has made me want to shut this crap off. But anyway, let me stay focused. Let me stay the course. This happens in the draft. You're going to have technical issues, all of this kind of stuff. I'm just going to set my queue up the way it needs to look. So I'm going to put Jalen Green up here. All right, cool. I'm going to put Scoot right here. Yup. I'm going to leave Jalen Williams there. Yup. Then I'm going to I think that might be a little early for Derek White. So I'm going to just pull up Scary Terry. Cool. I'm feeling good. Now I just need, now that my queue is actually set, I feel a lot better about where I am in terms of my current roster construction. So I feel a little better about that. I was a little sick to my stomach because shish kebabs. Let's see what I have. I got both of the bridges. Both of the bridges. Come on, man. I was not going to draft Miles Bridges there. So that is the one blemish on my draft because of technical issues. It has nothing to do with me or my skill set. I knew I never won anything big in best ball, but it's time for everything. It's going to happen one day. It got to happen. If it don't happen, I just don't know what I do with myself. I guess it's just going to be a sad day for Robin Marks. Anyway, let me do a recap, guys. I'm really wilding. After that pick, I'm just a little thrown off by that. Okay. So after Giddey, we had Bane, Kuzma. At the top of the 5th, we had Wagner, Reeves, Jarrett Allen, Jeremy Grant, Kawhi, Nikola Vucevic, Şengün, VanVleet. I grab VanVleet. John Morant goes. Anunoby. Darius Garland at the 5'11". Bradley Beal. DeAndre Ayton at the top of the 6th. Jabari Smith Jr., Maxey, Porzingis, Bridges, Kessler, Keldon Johnson, Claxton, Holiday, Simons, Lopez, Green, Williams, Valanciunas, Gobert, Middleton, Turner. Okay, so I got a bit of a hit there with Miles Bridges. Who knows? Maybe it was a reason that he drafted so early. Maybe he's going to outperform his ADP and be like the savior of drafts. I don't think so, though. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he is what he is. You know, hopefully he performs, but I don't think he will. So I'm going to grab me some Scary Terry here. Then I'm going to come back and see if I can grab me some Derek White. Yeah. Let me get back to the recap. We had, where the heck was I feel like I was, Claxton, Holiday, Simons, Lopez, Jalen Green, Jalen Williams, Valanciunas, Gobert, Middleton, Turner, Scoot, Wiggins, Rozier, Murray. That Miles Bridges pick really messed me up, man. I didn't get any of the guys that I wanted. Jeez Louise. Murray, Porter. Yeah, I think we might wrap this up early because this is a long 16 round. I don't think I can do 16 rounds, guys. I'm sorry. Listen, shit, I don't know. Shoot, I don't know what I was signing up for. Like, let me know in the comments. Are you guys okay with me ending in the 10th round? Because for this video, I'm going to do 10 rounds. If you guys want me in a future video to do 16 rounds, let me know. And then I can schedule it out because we're already at the 25-minute mark. And like at this rate, I'm going to be on for an hour. And I drafted Miles Bridges in the middle because the internet cut off or the Underdog Fantasy cut off. And I had to refresh in the middle of my pick. That's why you always set your queue, guys. I always talk about it. Set your queue in the order that you want to draft. Hot garbage. Shish kebabs. Man, that makes me mad. Money's on the line, man. Like, you know how much time I spent preparing for this? I spent 30 minutes reading articles, so you didn't have to. Come on, man. I think this would be dope. Let's switch the actual screens here. Am I on clock? Shoot, I'm on clock again. Derek White, Brandon Miller, Asar Thompson. Yeah, I'm taking Derek White. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna take Derek White. Oh, I have confidence in that. I have some confidence in that. This might look better. Oh, this might look better for y'all guys. Check this out. Ooh, baby. I might just take myself off the screen. Can I? Nope. Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll do something like this so you guys don't have to like hear me moan and complain about taking Miles Bridges. I can just kind of go off camera and cry and, you know, put all of my goals and aspirations on the table. It is a hot mess of a roster now. But listen, I still got hope. I can grab like Ben Simmons and Chris Paul late if they're still around. There's still hope here. I got faith that we can still make something happen. And I might even grab me another big. Who gives a crap? I might grab me some Mark Williams because my whole strategy is blown up. I might as well just pivot. Sometimes you just got to pivot. Onyeka, Okongwu, Dan Gafford. I'm just going to go against the grain. We're going all bigs. I'm joking. Not all bigs, but we're going to get a few. We ain't going to be out here just dilly-dallying with wings and guards. Balance. Come on, man. We talking best ball right now. You already know. Let me get to the recap. So we were at Valanciunas, Gobert at the 7-3, Middleton, Miles Turner, Scoot, Wiggins, Rozier, Murray, Michael Porter Jr., RJ Barrett, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Tobias Harris, CJ, Russ, Derek White, yes, Jakob Pertl, Brandon Miller, Tyler Hero, Dinwiddie, Capella, Clay, Tyus Jones, Mark Williams off the board. Love it. Draymond Green. And then we got my man Kid Fever up drafting. Very nice. Man, this is fun. And then, that's the thing about fantasy. The biggest thing is that you want to make sure you're having a good time. You're having fun. You don't want to sit here and be too tight. You make mistakes. Like that is a part of the game, guys. Like having little things pop up. And I know I'm harping on it a little bit, but the biggest thing I want to leave with you guys is that you got to have some joy when you're doing this. Some people get so serious because they're focused on the money and the winning, which is a priority for me and for our entire community. But at the core of it, the reason we're doing it is because we're building community, we're having fun, we're supporting each other in the arena of a space and game that we love, which is fantasy basketball. So best ball, I want to do more of it. It's like a short timeline for it because it's a NBA season type of deal for best ball. But man, I want to pour into this just like we pour into every other format of fantasy basketball. We want to support all things fantasy basketball. And for everything that I do, it's all about this community. So just wanted to drop that on you. Let's go back to this recap. Oh, shoot, I'm on the clock. I'm good. I got Ben Simmons there. I'll take Ben Simmons. Where we at? That's a little early. I'll take him. Let me take Chris Paul instead. I'll take Chris Paul. Let me get focused. Shish kebabs. This is like some ratatouille. Man, yo, I am bombing away on this draft. Listen, let me know in the comments. Do you guys want me to do another one where maybe I could be a little more focused and attentive so I don't end up drafting Ben Simmons in the 9th round and Miles Turner in the 6th round? Jeez Louise. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how bad you think I bombed on this draft. I'm done. I'm not even doing a 10th. Let me know if you guys want me to do the whole 16 for the next one. But I am done. If you're looking for a community that will help you win your fantasy championship, you got to join our free Discord of over 1,200 fantasy basketball fanatics. All you have to do is hit the link in the description of this episode or visit believeinfantasy.com. Again, you can drop your questions or comments below. I will answer every single comment. And don't forget, play the waivers, set your lineups, and check out the next episode, you freaking fantasy nerd. Peace.